And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody on the stream. And today, we're kicking off some Empyrion Galactic Survival, which was recently updated to Alpha 10.6, which has some new mechanics in it that I'm quite thrilled to give a go at. So let's just take out that and follow the instructions for new player per se. Whoops. Okay, they're the missions. PDA log. Yep. I've already read the log files, so that's not a problem. Good evening. How are you? Oh, what we got here? Right, yep, okay, so we need to eat. Very good. Okay, health. There we go. Now let's put the stuff we need in our hotbar. So we'll need that. Better carry the torch because it's going to get dark later. Don't need those. They can stay in there. They can stay in there. Alright. So, what is Empyrion Galactic Survival, you may ask? Well, it's just like a majority of the titles that are out there at the moment, which are basically survival. However, this one has a slight twist. And that twist is that it has a vast, huge planet that you can explore, that you can see how large the planet is, because you can also tell that this is all daylight here, and this is dark, so it has a day-night cycle. And just when you thought that this was already huge, then you have a galactic map, or sector map in other words. Now when you open that, you don't just have one planet you're sitting on, you literally have 3 other planets, including an asteroid field. Plus, 2 other planets, and you have 2 moons. So there's a moon there, sorry about that, there's a moon there, and this one has a moon as well. Plus, that's the center of the solar system, or the sun. And there are more planets that do open up once you obviously venture to these planets. But venturing to planets is probably not going to happen in this episode, as you'll soon see how complicated this game can get. So let's just carry out from there and follow the basic starter quest. Harvesting and crafting. Okay, so gotta find something to harvest. That's the problem. Now those are mineral deposits, they're underground, so they have to be drilled for. So there's a silicon deposit over there which we'll use, and a copper deposit there, which is very handy. That's our escape pod we came down in that you saw earlier. Alright, so this is some fibre, so we'll pick that up because that's always useful. Oh, that's red, which means that's bad. That's a spider nest. I think I'll take a wide berth around that, because you don't want to deal with spiders yet, not until we have at least a decent form of weapon. This gun that I'm holding does have some abilities. It has resource drilling, salvaging, and defense mode, but defense mode is shockingly bad. So I don't want to encounter anything just yet. We will have lots of interesting things that we'll end up tackling. I'll get some more rocks, because all this is going to be useful for crafting eventually. But I really need to harvest something like some berries or something along those lines. Now this game has been well known to be grindy, where it does tend to get a wee tad well, not boring, but it does taint on the side of maybe just a little bit too much at times, so I will do my best to do my heavy grinding off channel, so you guys don't end up being through the boring thing. If you decide you want to see it, then just let me know in the comments, and I can always make an exception because I enjoy it just as much as the gameplay itself. Okay, maybe there's some plants down here. Oh, grain, that's handy. More rocks, always rocks are good. I don't want to grab that yet, I don't have a purpose for it. Ah, silicon I do. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Alright, just keeping an eye on the recording. Oh, there we are. Bit more copper. Now, those animals that you see over there do tend to make a bit of noise, but they are not threatening. So they live on the land and, generally speaking, aren't a threat, but they are a good source of experience to level up should you need to. Let's see. Oh, okay. Alright. I reckon I can. As I said, it's entirely up to the viewers. Ah, this is what I'm looking for. Plant protein. Yes, yes, yes. Now, going to my survival constructor, which is actually on myself. And I've got 2 plant protein from that plant. Now I'm going to make up some energy bars, which will be a good source of food. Probably got enough rocks for now. Right. Now, this stuff does tend to spoil if I put it over here. So I'm going to leave it over here because it's a good source of food and nothing will spoil in the output section. I'm surmising that's actually a bug, and I only found out about it recently, so I'm going to take advantage of that, because in the early stages of this game it does tend to get difficult in terms of having enough resources or enough food to survive. You do get injuries, you can get all sorts of different types of injuries, so you do need to have medicine, which is part of what's here, the antibiotic ointment. There's anti-toxic ointment, later on there's actually anti-radiation medicine. It gets very complex at times. So if you can have a little advantage at the expense of the game mechanics, then I suggest you take it. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. And it looks like Hongo over there is something I need to know, so I'm going to go and have a look. These animals sound scary, but trust me, they are not a threat. I just hope this Hongo is not too close to that spider nest we spotted earlier, because that I am worried about. Spiders can easily take care of you in a couple of shots. And it's usually done by giving you an infection of sorts. Poisons, toxins, that sort of thing. Considering things, there's a lot of animals hanging around here. Out of the way, move. Alright, here we go. Oh, hello, second viewer. Welcome to the stream. Oops, ran out of stamina. Gotta keep, have to walk a bit, I think. Uh-oh, temperature's going up. Right hand side of the screen, you'll see a red triangle. Thanks, Drizzy. Appreciate you with that. You'll see some numbers in the top right-hand corner. You'll see 38 degrees in the big number there. That is the outside temperature. The top number next to that is 25 degrees. That's my internal body temperature. And 38 is the temperature that's exposed to your outer suit. So what you see here, which is basically the external temperature. Because I'm outside, I'm not inside a building or anything. So that would give you an indication that if it's a red triangle, means that if I continue to stay out here, I will continue to have body temperature rising and would start creating problems with stamina and all sorts of things. and could also get sick from it. So there's a lot of things you've got to take care of, especially in the early stages. When it gets into the later stages, things become a little bit more simplified, somewhat. But the good thing about this game, and the reason this game is such a popular title, especially for me, is because if you look up above those clouds, I can fly up there. I can actually go beyond those clouds out into space. And some of the things you can do by flying to this planet's moon, flying to other star systems, is something that really, really is amazing to watch. And look at some of the scenery you see along the way. And I'm getting sidetracked a bit, so I've got to get over here. Oh, see that guy over there? That big one there? That, not the parasaur, that one over there can be aggressive if I get close. So I'm going to put defense mode just in case he decides to get a little bit closer for comfort. Now this is natural sweetener, or also known as honey. Very, very good item to have. It also has a perish time, but it's good against dermal burns, poisonous bites, and indigestion. And yes, I forgot to mention, you can get indigestion from overeating, eating something that's not prepared. There's a lot of factors you need to take into account when playing this. You can get radiation poisoning. I've lost track how much stuff that can actually go wrong. So you really have to be careful, especially at the beginning stages. Let's go up and have a look and see what's in here. Close the door. That is spiders, and they're not in here. I reckon they're outside somewhere. So let's grab what's important. So this locker's got some stuff, so some bits and pieces. We'll leave the base. No, we'll take the base starter with us. Oh no, we can't. It's too heavy. Alright, we're going to have to leave it here, so we'll leave the seeds. And just in case we get hot, we'll take the water. So these are plants. I can grow these and get my own nutrients and items. Now you can see here, mass and volume. These figures are also taken into account, so I can't see the volume is flashing. It means that this block is too heavy for me to carry. Oh, there's a spider. Hello. Yeah, we're going to have to get rid of him. Don't know if this is going to work. They tend to chicken out, but they'll come back with more. I've got to be careful, because if he's got friends, they're not going to be far away. Alright, open them. Oh, good lordy! Oh, it's going to break my leg. Oh, it's been a while since I played this, as if you can't tell. Where's that little spider? Come back here. Infestations. Oops. Right clicker's not aimed down the sights like some of the other games. Oops. We're not going to have much fun here, I think. I think we better move because they're going to come back in force. Maybe stand up on the solar panels for a minute. Yeah, okay, so we need to go into the map as required. So you can see already we've done a fair bit of running around, and as you can tell, we've barely made a dent on the size of this map. Barely made a dent. And there's a wreckage somewhere. Loot personal items for the cargo box, which is what I actually did a little bit early of time. Alright, might trigger the point if I, yeah, that worked. Right, now what's the next quest telling me to do? Okay, so now we come into the tech tree. This is the really interesting part. So in here, a whole heap of unlocks that you need to gain unlock points via gaining levels. So experience increases your level, then in turn gives you unlock points. So everything's all subdivided into base capital vessels. So yes, you can make a giant spaceship, you can make even a smaller spaceship, or you can make a hover vessel, which is basically just something that you can run around as a hovercraft to get around the planet. So then you've got your miscellaneous items. So this caters for CPU extenders, which is part of the new 10.6 update. Promethium is fuel packs. That's a fuel pack. That's just a smaller. That's the larger one, and then of course it goes into fusion cells. So just bigger power cells. Then you got your water generators, your water and O2 condenser, your portable constructor, which we need to unlock. Then you got the portable heating and cooling, so when you have temperature problems outside or inside, until you obviously have a base which can nominate temperature properly, you'll need one of these around. So when you're mining, very handy to have. Wireless connection means you can basically use transport stuff from your inventory or from your hovercraft inventory to your base without physically having to pick it off your cargo box and then take it inside. You can wirelessly transfer, which is another great tool to have. Ventilators will be required for buildings that or vehicles that don't have an oxygen breathable atmosphere. So you have to have ventilators to keep oxygen flow. Most of this is relatively straightforward. This is your tools, so survivor tools, chainsaw, texture and color tool, a detector, an ore scanner which will scan for ores, and obviously detector will detect buildings or anything of interest. Then you've got a mining drill, a specialized mining drill. Then you've got multi-tools, which is basically similar to what I'm carrying but does a lot more functions. And then of course you've got your weapons, my favorite bit, absolute favorite bit. So you start off, you can basically build the projectile pistol, which is just a simple kinetic, I call it the 9mm pistol because it's identical in looks. Shotgun, which we'll need to unlock. And then you've got the assault rifle. Then there's tons of different rifles. There's rifles, sniper rifles, pulse rifles, lasers, plasma cannons, mini guns, rocket launchers. All the most interesting stuff I could always want to have. There's laser pistols and so on. So for the basic stuff, we've just unlocked what we need. So I'm not going to use any of those parts just yet. Unlock anything else. Okay, I've got to craft a portable constructor, which is this one here. So we've got all the materials in here, which is 3 iron ore, 2 silicon ore, 1 copper ore. So that's 1. And that'll start constructing. I'm going to go and take care of the spider. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to the third viewer of the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Where's that spider? Yeah, spider, 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 spider. Yeah, spider, spider. I know you're there. Come out, wherever you are. It'll only hurt for a minute. Oh, yep, okay. Right, constructor's done. Put this on the ground. Probably by the door for now. Ta-da! Right, what have we got here? Congratulations, Commander. You're a genius. Yes, I know. Hold your applause. Thank you. Thank you. No, seriously, hold your applause. Okay. I'm not picking it up. Now let's go. Let's continue the Robertson Protocol training missions. It's been a while since I played, so it makes sense. Iron deposit, silicon and copper, so we've got all 3. Perfect. Okay. Come on. What do we got? Craft a motorbike. Oh, alright. Let's put all the base materials in for now. I'll carry that on me because I don't need that there. Really good. Actually, you know what? I really should cook up this meat. Different categories in your construction. Excuse me. So, these categories up here. Food, health, tools, weapons. This is your block construction. This is your basically turning your raw materials into bars and a few other little options that you've got. This is more advanced equipment, so to speak. So you're building items like fridges, stuff that you need to unlock or need the materials, cores. They're basically your main base, your main item, main thing to have. That's the motorbike there. And that one I'm not sure about. Anyway, no matter. Let's make a motorcycle kit. Now it needs a motor, nanotubes, electronic components. Why can't I build a motorbike? What am I missing? Is it that? Yeah, it is that. Okay, so it needed the fibre. So now it's going to make the motorcycle construction kit, and then I'll use the construction kit to make the motorbike. So for now I'll just store everything in there, because really it's no point carrying the stuff on me. Those on me. Oh, herbal leaves, buds. I might as well keep some of that stuff on me. It might come handy. Right, let's make some more bars and keep them in there. Oh, food bars. So this down here is your health bar, your food bar, stamina, and your O2 bar or your oxygen bar. So down here, I don't have a spacesuit on, so I don't have any oxygen reserve or tank. So I'm basically breathing the air that's on the planet. So, is that meat ready? Because that'll help. I didn't do the meat first, did I? No. Too busy yapping. Right, make 2 pieces of meat. There's the motorbike. Put that over here. I'll show you that in a minute. Let me just get some nutrients. Just to give you an idea on planet basics. So, each planet, this is the materials that it has on the planet, and how many of them, and how many have been found. If any meteorites crash here, this is what I'm likely to find in them. But of course that contradicts the concept, because there's no meteorite random here, because they won't crash here. There's your temperature for the planet, radiation on the planet if there is any, there's your atmospheric density, and your O2 levels, if it's breathable or not. So basically all you need to say is breathable yes, breathable no. And it's a temperate planet. You'll understand as you look further into it when you see the planets. When you start going to different ones, you'll start figuring out what's breathable, what's not, what's obviously safer and what's not. Some planets are great to start on, but there are some planets that are very difficult to start on and very dangerous to even look at. Right, so let's place the motorbike on the ground. There we go. Oh, I need to craft a weapon, obviously. Didn't read that, did I? Okay, so going to tools, I need that, I need that, and I need 1, 2, 3 lots, should be enough. And while I'm here, I'm going to try and make some hot beverage, which will help with stamina, I think. Or have they changed? I don't know, it gives me stamina. Not a lot, but it'll give me some. That doesn't require perish time, so that can go back here. Right, detector. So now, on my map, up the top right-hand corner, you'll notice that in a certain direction there's a red line that goes right around the north axis on this particular situation. And you'll see there's another red marker below that that's pointing in a different direction. Right, sorry about that, guys. Just got caught up with something. Right, now we have a weapon. Right, so, as I was saying, there's the detector has picked something up in that north direction, in the sort of north-westish direction, roughly. So if you head in that direction, it'll show that there's something there. But for now, we're going to go to the alien artifact that is 2.8 k's away. Keep an eye on the temperature below the map and the compass up the top right hand corner. You'll notice that the temperature outside is a beautiful 10 degrees, 11 degrees, which means it's going to eventually lower my core temperature, which in turn will make a mess of things. But now it's starting to warm up, so we just keep going. Now the only thing we've got to avoid is hitting that water, because if we hit the water, then yeah, I'm sure you can figure out the rest. Water and motorbike electronics don't mix. So we'll just keep moving along here. Could have easily thought that would have been water down there, so I have to be very careful. Sorry, a bit of coffee. Spiders. I'm in Talon territory as well. I'll explain territories once we arrive, and I'll explain how that all works. Being an early access game, it is a bit on the laggy side, so if it gets too choppy and too messy, let me know and I will try and attempt to fix it. There we go, the alien artifact. Right. That can be quite noisy at times, so again, let me know if it's too noisy and you can't hear me, or vice versa, and we'll fix it up as we go along. Right, so, as I was trying to say earlier, the planet is divided up into different territories: Talon, Polaris, no build zones, that sort of thing. Xerax and the red marker is our biggest threat. If I try and build anything inside their territory, they'll end up attacking me. They are a very hostile alien race that will shoot on sight with no questions asked. So that's an area I need to stay clear of. They're everywhere. On the planet, off the planet. They are ruthless type of race, so you have to be very careful. So let's go and have a look in here, because I am in Talon territory, and Talon is not considered threatening unless I do something that'll annoy them, such as kill animals in their territory, because they're kind of a tribal race, if you can see them here. They are relatively nice people. They don't speak English, but they will get upset if you kill anything or kill animals, that sort of stuff. So usually best to leave them alone. Now, something I forgot to do was mark my home so I know how to get home, because this map you can easily get lost. So let's head back home. Annoying black noise. Now it's going to get dark soon, and then we're going to have more than just spiders on our case. When it gets dark, there is a night raptor, dinosaur, alien species of sorts, that will come after you and try and kill you at night. They're fast, they're quick, and overall a pain in your side if you upset them. You'll end up attacking you if I stay around too long. Back in the dark, which means I've got to be very careful and avoid raptors, because they will kill you on sight. Oh, I've got a long ride home. I don't like this. I should have done this a lot sooner. You'll see what happens, how dark it really does get. It becomes almost impossible to see. Those are raptors, you just saw them there. They're the raptors I was telling you about. There's an alien bug that just caught me on the right hand side with a big bubble butt. I call him the bubble butt alien. It actually has a name, but I've always called it bubble butt alien because it just made sense at the time. I've got to hurry up and get home because those raptors are ruthless. Oh dear, out of the way, out of the way. Grab the bike. Inside. So as you can see, there's not a lot I can use to get around. If you look, I'll just open the door. So this is what you can see with obviously a flashlight of sorts. Take the flashlight out. It's still a little bit on the daylight side, but it can be a bit messy. So just bear with me a moment. So just hang in here. We'll be right back. Most sincerest apologies. Toby was hungry. Right, okay. So, how did we survive the nights? Okay, what's our solution for the nights? Well, solution for the nights is this. We don't have to deal with the nights because we just plonk our tent and sleep till morning. Until we get ourselves sorted. Now, that'll basically accelerate time. So what will happen there is anything you're carrying that's considered spoilable, like, as you can see here, perished time, that's nearly perished. Corn, perished time, that sort of stuff. If you sleep during the night, it basically fast forwards 8 or 9 hours, and that will create, that'll basically shorten the perish time on everything you're carrying that can perish. But as you can see, in here, the perish time on the bars is still 120 because it's still in the output bar. So we'll just leave it there and just consume them as we need them. A bit of reload in case we get caught out with more spiders, because usually when there's one, there's more. So let's just throw that in there. Let's make a steak for breakfast. Yummy. Now, our quest has now taken us to something a little bit more different, and that is create a hover vessel. Now, I'm going to ask you guys this. Now, it is a complex thing to do. Is to make any vehicles is very complex because it's a voxel design, which means everything is created block by block. So it's nothing out of the ordinary to take hours at times to make a vehicle. Obviously, the bigger the vehicle, the longer it takes, but would you prefer that I make something out of my own design? Or would you prefer for me to use the blueprint system, which when it loads is you basically pick an item here you like and you put all the materials in that's required and get the factory to make it. So let me go over to the copper section and get some copper. You decide, write in the comments what you think. Make my own vehicle or use a blueprint. Now, this copper is probably there. Okay, so resource drill. Good thinking. Now, if I try and drill this myself, I'm going to get stuck. We don't want that now, do we? I have a little trick up my sleeve. Say hello to your little drone. A little drone that has a certain range that's part of your character. So there I am there. That's moi. So now down here, you start drilling. So what you can see down here is copper. So just keep drilling, and eventually we'll start getting the copper resource down the bottom. Now these copper resources are small, so they're not going to last long. As you can see, I've only grabbed 2 lots or 3 lots. And it's already down 90%, so it's not going to be a big resource. But it'll be enough to get us what we need. I've got 109 units of copper. can never have too much. So let's make a good dent out of this while there's still plenty of daylight. Let's get to 200 copper and we'll move on. Beautiful, dead on. Press F5 to stop using the drone, and now you can see, oh, yeah, you don't want to go down there because it's got no jetpack to get out, but you get the idea. That's an easy way to do mining without getting yourself stuck in a hole. Literally. So let's shoot over to the silicon deposit. Okay, silicon deposit's here, but there is a spider nest that's a little ways down the track. Let's make another bar, food bar, energy bar. Hopeless for the terms at the moment. Now we've got another problem because our inventory is getting a wee tad heavy. So I think I may struggle, but I'll do my best to get a good chunk of silicon before this happens. Now, there is a slight drawback by using this drone when you're mining. You can't see your character, and things can sneak up on you. So keep an eye on your health bar and all those sort of things to see if anything's affecting you. The silicon deposit is relatively deep. Okay, so now you can see this is crushed stone here, but silicon is just there. You can see the different color difference on the rocks. So you just keep drilling into there. Now I've got to keep an eye on weight. I'm not going to be able to carry much more, so let's just be careful, because you can keep yourself stranded with no weight. Oh! Not paying attention to the temperature, which is outside, is 40 degrees. Body temperature is still holding at 26, but that will climb if I stay out too long. But for now, I think I'll be right. Okay, now my inventory is completely full. So, it's just not going to let me pick it up. But I can still move. So the only thing I've got to do now is go to home. Got to pick it up. Right, picked up the motorbike. So now we need to come up with an idea on what vehicle we're going to use. Now, because this game is constantly updating, there's a lot of plans in here that are from the old version of the game that will not work based on these new sections they've done, or new updates. So I'm going to go to the stock items because there's a likelihood that these will be supported. So over here you got hover vessel, so that'll be all the prefab hover vessels, small vessels, capital vessels, and bases. So we're not going to worry about bases. The minute we put a base down, the Xerax are going to detect it, and they're going to send drones after us. So I don't want to be creating a base until I have at least a weapon to defend myself, a big weapon on the building, an automatic turret or something like that, with a considerable amount of ammo behind it. So for now, we're just going to be nomadic. It's probably the safest choice. So there's a whole heap of different hover vessels you can play around with. I'm probably going to go with something very similar to this. Probably just something basic just to get you moving. It's not going to be fast. It's not going to have a lot of storage or anything like that. fact, it's not going to carry a lot. What have we got here? That's probably a bit too much. Yeah, that needs Sathium. Sathium is not on this planet, and also I need to be level 5 or above. So we'll probably go with probably something like, we probably can only do the tier 2. Just need to have a look and see. Yeah, I'm level 3, so I need more XP. So I'm going to go with probably a tier 2. So this is probably what we're going to end up getting. So if I'm going to go with that, I need to make some ingots. Now, how do you make ingots? Well, that's easy. So we'll go to here. We need 64 iron ingots, 50 copper ingots, 40 silicon, and carbon substrate. Now, carbon substrate is just basically trees. So I'm pretty sure... Nope, it's not that one. It's this one. Right. Now I'm going to have to be careful because I've still got all that ore on me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump it in here. You can see down the volume's now dropped. And also in my inventory you'll see there's something spoiled. So those herbal leaves, as I told you earlier, was going to spoil. It did exactly that. Now I'll see if this trick works with trees because it worked last time. Nah, they fixed it. You could shoot a tree with a shotgun and it would bring you the resources, and it was an easy way to harvest trees. They've obviously stopped you doing it now. Now, am I getting wood? I'm not getting wood at all. Okay, something must have changed. Huh. Okay. Which means I may have no choice but to grab and create a chainsaw. I reckon I'm right. Oh, surprise on that, huh? I wasn't expecting that, not by a lot at all. Let's see, now we need some biofuel. A couple of tanks of biofuel for the chainsaw. We'll play the waiting game. I love how they change things around. I guess it would have helped if I read the notes, the update notes, but you know me. Who needs to read? There. Colombian coffee. Yummy. Okay, chainsaw, good. Now, has it got any fuel in it? Nope. Now that should be going soon. How much plant fibres have I got? Oh, I'm out of plant fibres, so I'm going to have to make some trees out of this one. Alright, let's do it. Yep. So now chainsaw's the only way to get wood, or a mining device on top of your hover vessel. Rightio. Now, that's given me 23 logs, wooden logs. Let's see if that helps me get what I need. New fuel tank, put that over, and let's make a heap of this, because this I can use in my hover vessel as well as my chainsaw. So I'm going to go with probably, let's make 10 of them. Better get some more wood, just in case. Nope. Now, I'm not going to worry about the little tiny trees because it's not worth wasting the biofuel, in my opinion. For little wood, the big trees will give you 5 logs per tree cut, and this one probably give me a bit too. Nope, I stand corrected. It gave me no. Oh, no, it gave me some. 3 logs. So, nah, it's much of a muchness. Right. Now, I can't really salvage this without a multi-tool, and I don't have one. So I've only got the base multi-tool, which will basically salvage next to nothing. Not worth keeping. So I'm not going to bother salvaging this building yet for resources until I really, really need to. So that's going to take forever to build that. So let's go and craft a starter. Actually, I've got enough materials to... I'm going to pull this over, this over, this over. Oh, yeah, just enough to make the job. I'm going to make another one of those constructors because I need one purely for biofuel. Yeah, that's better. And it looks like I'll need more iron, and silicon's another problem. Copper's okay for now. And as you can see, these have turned into bars. So, just to play the waiting game briefly. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's go and get some more silicon while I've got a chance. I've got to be careful not to fall in the hole. Right, now let's... Oh, temperature is not good. Alright, let's put this down because this is another problem. So, as you can see, temperature outside is 43, external is 43, and internal is 25. Now, if I put this down, you'll see my temperature now drops externally. So this is an air conditioner and a heater all in one, which is very, very handy, especially in planets, well, even more complex planets than this one. So you can see how deep the silicon actually does go. That being the starter episode for this is going to go on a little bit longer because, as you can see, it just takes a lot of time to get the resources you need to just make a simple hopper vessel. So you can imagine what capital vessels and small vessels take. Let's get these. How we go with silicon? 49. If I remember correctly, it costs 10 ore per bar. To give you an idea, so that's 60 bars. 60 bars is 600 silicon ore, I think. So, you know, you do have to carry a fair bit, play the whole transfer here and there. So it's gonna take a bit of time. think I might have just cleaned this out. 135 units, huh? Oh, the marker's gone. So, yep, I did. All gone. Kaput. Sorry, I have a habit of wanting that on slot 8 because I don't want it somewhere where I can accidentally drop it. Right, so that one is going to be doing biofuel and still have plenty of wood. Good. Can I put all this in there? Now there's no limit on what I can put inside here, which is great. That's a good thing. The fuel over here. I'm going to grab this. No, put that over here. I'm going to take this with me. Just going to take that with me. I'm going to put this down next to it, and this one here is going to be my biofuel creator. So I think it's 1 log per 10 plant fibres per tank. So I can make 34 tanks of fuel. So I'm going to go with another 20. That'll keep it busy. Now I can start constructing the basics for. Oh no, that's right. I'm going to put it in here. Alright, let's make some ingots, which will be this one here. Let's make as much as I can. 5 ore per ingot. So do that. We'll make 20 of those and 20 of those for now, and see what it ends up producing. It'll stop on its own accord when there's none left. Now there's no clock or time or watch. There's only a countdown that goes based on where you are on the planet, and if you can see it's the top right hand corner, you'll see partly cloudy, it's the weather, it's the forest area I'm sitting in, and then below it you'll see a picture of a sun with an arrow pointing down. That's when the sun is going to go down. It's going to go down in, according to game time, 1 hour and 41 minutes. Now if I go towards, if you could basically go on the map and you start going towards the dark, that time will go faster. If I go away, that time will go the opposite direction, giving you a rough idea of where you're standing and where you're staying still, how long it's going to be until it goes dark. And then there's obviously a reverse for that when it's dark to when daylight will come. It is complex, I know, but it's the complexity of this game that really attracts me to want to keep playing it. The grindiness is a lot to take on, but when you see what you see in space, when you go out in space, start flying, see wrecked ships and everything, you'll know why it's just worth every penny just to watch and just explore the galaxy. I mean, as you can see, it's a pretty massive galaxy to look at. So let's see how these ingots are going. Alright, okay, so we've got no more iron, so that stops, which is fair enough. So we need iron next. Let's go and start putting some of this into the factory. So go to the factory. It's going to need more iron than that. Now, I only need 50 copper, so I'm not going to put all of them there. I'm going to keep the pile for 50. Because if you put more in there over the limit, it will keep it, but you can't get it back. So you're basically wasting resources. So I'll get that started. Silica or carbon substrate. I've got to make some of that too. Let's stop that. Carbon substrate is... Oh, I need stone dust. Yes, yes, yes. Which is this. So I'm going to make the carbon substrate. So it needs plant fibres and that. Now, how much did I need? 15. So not a lot. So I need to make one of those. See how much it actually gives me. Literally one, probably. No, 20. Beautiful. So we don't need all that. I'll keep that there. Let's keep making more biofuel. There's no shortage of that at the moment. So we go back to the blueprint factory. Take out 5. There's your 15. So we need 40 silicon and more iron, so that's next. Alright, so let's put these up here because they won't go to waste. Okay, I'll let that go because that's fine. Now we only need 40 silicon. Yep. So, oops. As you can see what happened there, that shift clicked it into there instead of taking half, which is... Never mind, that's just my blooper. So, as you can see what's happened now, it only needed 40, but it threw 130 in there. So, as far as I know, anything beyond the 40 goes into an ether, disappears. Some people have reported that it'll stay there, so the next item you build that requires silicon, it will still be there. Well, let's hope, they fixed everything else. Let's hope they fix that up, because that will be good. But if not, it's an education in a blooper. There you go. Like I said, when I do this stuff, it's all raw, it's all live. No preparation whatsoever. Go in head first. Right. Put that over there. That's all the silicon I've got left now. Oh no, I've got the rocks there, so that's alright. Put that together, so that's sorted. Okay. So now, we're about to go to bed, I think. And you can see how beautiful just a simple sunset is. Gorgeous. Sound, graphics, beautiful. Love it. So, that's biofuel. I'm going to go to sleep. And, oh no, yep, still a few more minutes in-game. Now, to bypass that quest I've got on the right-hand side, the hover vessel, I can actually manually tick that I've done it once I've created, because it's not going to account that I'm working with the blueprints. So, let's snooze. And then in the morning we go to iron and get some more iron. So, copper, iron deposit, let's go. Night. Thanks for coming. You're not... Oh. I've just clicked what you meant. Okay. I'm not really with it tonight, am I? Completely just clicked what you meant by saying that. I thought you actually were going. Hey. Yep, that's enough. Oh, I got foggy. Right. Righty-o, let's make some more iron bars. Foggy weather. I'll chop down some more trees while we wait. I also should explain, above the health bar you'll see a series of icons. One looks like obviously character standing up. Hey Scott, how you going, mate? Oh. Yeah, not bad, man. Just doing a chill stream. Had a couple of people in earlier, and just chillaxing, man. Trying to zone out after one of those kind of weeks, How's your arm healing up? Okay, second viewer. Who else have I got in here? Who's watching? Besides Scott. Yes, Toby. Sweet. Still off work? Oh, excuse me. Seriously, that long, man? Jeez. I didn't think it was that serious, man. Jeez. Wow. Hope you feel better soon with it, man. 'Cause you've been out of, well, you've had the injury a while now, haven't you? Good month or so, isn't it? Oh, really? Ooh. No nerve damage? Gee, I hope you're nothing serious with the permanent damage or anything like that, man. That's nasty. You do it with a knife or something, did you? Or meat cleaver or something. Oh, welcome back, Julie. Ouch. Oh. Hope it all heals up well, mate, for sure. I don't know, Scott, is there sound coming through? Because if it's not, you might have to open and close the browser and open it again, Julie. I don't think so, no. Scott, yeah, sorry, man. I was planning on going, but it's not going to happen, I don't think. Sweet, thanks for that, Scott. Yeah, Julie, close your browser and reopen it again as if you're starting to watch it again and see if that fixes it. Or check and see if your sound's not accidentally muted or anything like that. Simple button press might have done it. If things change tomorrow, Scott, and I get a chance to even just pop in for a bevo or something, I'll try. Promise, but yeah, not sure. It's looking more than more likely not going to happen. Okay, now, blueprint time. Completed. Let's spawn in the hover vessel that's going to get me around for a while. Bingo! It looks hideous. I need some more juice, I think. That. Now, let's see if I can get in this thing. Oh wow, this has all changed. To get my bearings on here. Alright. Yeah, call it that. Gotta have a name for a ship. Doesn't make sense if you don't. Alright, so let's get your basic cockpit, core, fuel tanks, generators. So of course when you're building your own vessel, you're gonna need all these items at the bare minimum to actually get something off the ground. If you don't have even just the basics in here, you've got no chance whatsoever. This is your statistics if you really want to go into the technical terms of how the thing actually moves. Or if you wish to find a way to go to sleep, this is a perfect option for it. So I won't bore you with those. And this is the new CPU system they've implemented in 10.6, which is, again, I haven't fully understood it. I don't really want to understand it at the moment. In 10.6 it is mandatory, so I'm going to end up having troubles with it. But eventually they'll make it so you can have it on or off. But they're only doing it so they can collect data to see how good it is or how bad it is so they can improve it. Right, so oxygen's not a big issue. Fuel, and there's no warp drive in here, so I don't need pentaxis. So let's just manage some fuel. Let's split up, say, 15. Let's see how much fuel we get. Okay, there we go. got something. Right. P. Right. Okay. Elevation. Now we can't go too high with these all-in-one V hover engines, but they will get us moving. Very slowly, jeez. I'm gonna have to implement something with this. Okay. Lower it down. Let's turn it off. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get this thing to move a bit quicker. That is not gonna help. You're gonna let me out my ship? Right. I'll get some thrusters going on here. It's gonna chew up more fuel, but I'm gonna take forever to move. Now, hover vessel. Small thrust. Okay, I have to unlock these, do I? Alright. Unlock some other stuff that I could find useful. These I don't need yet. Weapons. I'll unlock that one. Alright. Now, can I make those engines? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to wait for those to be built. Okay. Now, there wasn't anything in here, was there? No. No. Now, if I can remember... No, it's not that one. Beautiful. Okay, now we have a thruster for propulsion to go forward. That's a start. Still making those. And I'll have one on the front and one on each side, so that means I get perfect thrust to go left and right and forward and backwards. Those hover engines aren't holding out very well. Now, from memory, this doesn't have any storage, or does it? No, it's only got a fuel tank. So, I need to unlock... I need a detector. I need this, that's what I need. I'll put a fridge in there as well, and container controller. Can't put extensions on it yet. Alright. Oh, I only got enough materials for 2. Well, we've got forward and backwards covered for now, I think. Let me get this orientation right. No, it's not going to go in there, is it? Because there's something already in there. We know what that'll do for now. See how this handles now. Oh. going to chew more fuel, but it's certainly a lot easier to drive. Steering's a little bit diggy, but alright, that's going to have to do. Can't make any more. Nanotubes. Why is nanotubes a problem? Carbon substrate. Ah, I'm missing wood. Okay. Put half into there. That might just fix the problem. Yep. 2 more. That'll work. Well, manage fuel. I'm going to have to put a bit more in. Now let's see if there's any chance I can unlock a weapon. I don't think I can. Oh, yes I can. Beautiful. Ammo container box. Alright. Now I'm pretty sure I can't craft weapons with this constructor. And I'd be right. Put some lights. They'll come handy. Now where is a small constructor level 5 again? I'm going to get to a point where I'm going to need more XP. So let's go and find some trouble. I really honestly thought I'd have some problems with spiders just hanging here, but... Oh, radioactive. That is new. It is too. It's radioactive. Aha! Come to Papa. Papa's gonna be eating well tonight. I need more than that. Come on, that's it. Come out of the woodwork. Didn't need to kill that, but felt I needed to. And that's what's important, right? Not really getting much XP. What's going on? Yeah, I need a fair bit. Let's check out the small wreckage over there. And it might shed some light on some experience. Bottle of water comes handy. It's the law of evolution, people. There's no way around. Oh, I didn't see him there. Oh, nearly there too. Oh, this is annoying. That did it. Alright, now I can unlock a whole heap of stuff that I could unlock before, so I need that. I'll need that. No, no, no. Oh. Yeah, there's no point doing that sort of stuff because I'm never going to be able to do any of that stuff yet. Armor locker, is it yet? No, I don't think. Or I have to go through something. I think I do. Yeah, O2 station. Armor locker. Now, where's the armor? Good. Alright. Right, 2 more thrusters, that's good. Let's make up some food. Oh wow, I've got a lot. I haven't got enough spice, have I? Make up some salami. Right, let's put these boost engines on. That should give me thrust for left and right. So that's a good start. Now, can I make a constructor? Because that's one thing I'm definitely going to need. Fridge, that's a good start, but yep, there it is. I'll put one light for the front. And if you guys want to catch this stream later on, it'll be thrown up on YouTube afterwards, so if you ever want to get a chance and want to see the beginning or anything like that, I'll throw it up on YouTube so you guys can have a look. Because Twitch only keeps it up for 60 days, I think. Right, now what's the small constructor is... goes on this, actually, let's go up there, it's probably easy to see. Alright, okay. This thing has got no defense capabilities, but it'll do. I'm going to have to get rid of those bars. Yep. Because they take up the whole block, and it's kind of annoying. There we go, that fits. There we go, beautiful. So now we have a constructor on board. So let's grab the light and slap it on the front. Now let's put this one on. Oh gosh, where am I going to put it? OCD is going to kill me with this if I put it there or there. Can't put it there because something is blocking it. I don't know what exactly. It's one of these blocks here that's blocking it from. Oh wow, it's a lot. Okay. Hey, you know what? Okay, that's not going to work, is it? Oh, maybe it'll work. Oh no, it works. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah. Okay, that'll work. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. I need another one because OCD, right? And it appears this output section does perish food, whereas the one here does not. Early access, what can I say? Good game nonetheless. I don't need that, or that, or that. I don't need that either. Alright, this thing's pretty good. Yeah, I can't carry any more. This constructor I don't think has a limit on weight. No, but it needs a container, and I don't have one. Okay. Container, container, container. One simple cargo box. Make two. Sort of see, that's got a perish of 12. Perish of 18, so cooking the meat's probably going to last longer. Okay. Yep. That fit in there? Yep. Or how much weight can I hold, though, is the question. Volume 125. That ain't gonna hold a lot. Let's see what we can build. If I just go cargo box. And cargo box is the output. What's my construction options? Fair whack. Yeah, much more. Alright. Oops, wrong button. And wrong button again. Snooze. It's too hard to see in the dark. That's better. That's got perish time and bugger all. More stuff's perished. Can I build a fridge? Yes. But that is a base fridge. That is not a hover vessel fridge. Because I reckon this one here gives me that option. Yep. HV. Electronics still, alright, so I need iron and copper and silicon for that, so I'll grab a small portion of each. Wow, that's all it's going to hold. Wasn't too sure about the weight system, but I've been told it's really good. Yet to be proven correct about that, right? That's not enough for a fridge. Nanotubes. Carbon substrate, that's why. Limits, mate. Limits, limits, limits. Is it going to be enough or not? Yes. Right, to save power, I'm going to turn off thrusters. And that should lower the power consumption for the moment while this is working. Turn off the lights. And okay, that's all good. Yep. Power consumption 446. Here back again because it's just weights are just a pain in my side. Don't need that working now. How big is the fridge? 10 units of volume, okay. Now, let's see where this can go. Oh, it's not going to affect that. Oh, we can put it in there. Nice. There we go. Got a fridge. Now, as long as the power's on, that'll hold all the food from perishing, which is good, because that's got to come out. That's got to come out. That'll hold the perish time a lot longer in there. That's going to have to do for now. Right, let's pass that mission because it's still telling us we haven't done it. which we have crafted a vessel, so yes. Yes. Good. Okay. Oh, just got to go and repeat what I've been doing, but I've only got an iron deposit nearby. Let's take our hover vessel for a spin. Lights, probably not a big deal. Thrusters are. Let's go to the iron deposit, which is over there. That should do. Oh, my reactor is radioactive. That's a pain in the backside to know. Okay, I probably should have gone closer. Turn off the thrusters, save power. Yeah, radiation can't stand on top of the ship. Keep that there, that'll keep us nice and warm. Temperature is 10 degrees. And let's go down here and get some more iron. Well, at least what it requires anyway. Hey, Sharphead, how you going, mate? Now we're going to have to find another copper. Oh, another copper deposit over there. Let's see if we can use our detector and follow and see if we can find another silicon ore at least. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Friday night movie night. Yeah. Forgot about that actually, but now you reminded me. Now I remember. Another small wreckage. I don't want small wreckages. I want ores. So let's head over this way and see what detectors pick something up over this way. Oh, a little under 2 hours. Not really. Didn't think I was going to go on that long, but just to get this far has been 2 hours. So, so yeah, you know, didn't have a purpose really to leave in a hurry. So I thought, yeah, why not? Why not? Stay out of the water. Come on, you bucket. What have you got here? There's got to be something. Oh, another lot of water crossing. Yay. Oh. Don't go in the water. Don't go in the water, don't go in the water. Nasty little glitch if you end up in the water. You can never get the stupid thing out. Let's keep moving. Let's see if we can find another ore deposit somewhere. Oh, you know what? Let's check out the wreckage. We're this close. Promethium deposit. Aha! Now we're talking. Alright, let's check out this wreckage first. And then go and check out the Promethium deposit and see how far into a bad zone it might be, because it's a very rare resource. And there's always a catch. Oh, that's handy. Spiders. Nah, they're not going to hurt me. Not while I'm in this thing. Come on. Where is that deposit hiding? Oh, there's a drone. Oh, bollocks. Oh, crap, he's seen me. I have a shotgun that's not going to work against a drone, and oh crud, he's following. Oh boy, that drone is a Xerax drone if you're not sure about what trouble that can present. It's another voxel survival game, and this one is about you crash landing on a planet and mining resources, crafting things from capital vessels to small vessels to hover vessels like this, bases, and just pure exploration, different races, different factions to seek out and talk to, or seek out and put a bullet in their head, whatever comes first, you know? But it's probably one of the very few that involves you being on a planet and then being able to fly into space. So, and it's quite large, the map and the solar system you're in, so it's pretty much a never-ending exploration. Four viewers! What have I got in here? Oh, no Julie, no Scott, no Chapette. Who else is hiding? Who's lurking? Come on, speak up. Yeah, it is a sandbox. It also has creative mode and everything, but this one's survival mode, so yeah, you got to deal with the flora and fauna and hostile races and stuff. It's pretty cool, but it is grindy. So yeah, probably is Matt James in there. Yeah, it's extremely grindy, so to get this far in 2 hours is pretty quick, but it can take hours before you get into the higher level stuff. Thanks, dude. Appreciate that, Scott. As I said, if anybody misses out on the video, it's recording as well, so it'll be on YouTube at some point. Today or tomorrow, depending how long it takes to upload. I need weapons. I need some serious firepower. Let's see. I'm not going to be able to build on this. That's right, it's going to have to be self-weapon. Oh, hang on. That had it there, didn't it? In weapons. Yeah, it did. 2 motors, 3 electronics. Okay. Where are we? 2 motors, 3 electronics, 15 mechanical components. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ah. At least get one gun. Yep. Go and get your coffee, Matt. Got no idea how much longer I'll be streaming tonight. Sort of a chill out, relax, stream as long as it goes, and enjoy myself. And people want to watch, it's all awesome. Oh, come on, Sharphead. Give him a break. I'm sure if he could have the real stuff, he would. You know that. Oh, and FYI, I'm drinking Colombian coffee. No, Toby, you're not having any. Oh, I need to put all the stuff in the box, don't I? Da, 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 da. Weapons. Ah, wrong box. Don't take it, Matt. Just throw it back. Steel's iron and nutricellulose, okay. I need those. Make some more of these. Oh wow, okay, don't need that many. That'll do. Nutricellulose. Oh, Sharphead, I'm going to try that build out too. That for Moe's, that crazy flak build you were talking about. Haven't given that a real decent go yet because of my internet last night. Me? I'm not the one who offloads my entire inventory in top of Sanctuary like you guys do. Jeez. Yeah, to be honest, I don't even know why. Tonight was just, yeah, I just decided, bugger it. Do this and time gets away from me with this game. Matt James, the Marcus of the UK. Does this need more parts to make these? Surely not. Start to wonder where you're going to store stuff when this happens. Alright. Meh. It fits right. Yeah, I thought the monocles all came with a negative damage. Of course, I was not patient enough, and the damn thing actually did build. Oh well, doesn't matter. Oh, ammo box. I haven't got an ammo box for this thing, have I? No. And I can't build it. I think I need steel plates for it anyway. Did I unlock it? Oh yeah, I did. Ammo container. Alright. It's gonna look better. Electronics, of course. Mate, I get storage issues in any game I play. This one is no exception. Especially when they do weight and volume capacity now, which was released in Alpha 10 or 10.6, which I really didn't think I'd like, but it's growing on me, sort of. No, not quite. I've got to get the rest of this stuff sorted first. But there will be. It's slow to get going, but when it goes, it goes. Please tell me I haven't got weight issues at the front because of these giant guns. No. Alright, we're good. We're good! Yes, it is like Minecraft. Let's go and pay attention to the Promethean deposit, because that's what we need for fuel. Yeah, pretty much. You don't sort of rush into combat without having some form of strategy, because, yeah, it doesn't take much to blow your ship up. And this thing has very much no armor. So, I have to get the jump on them, or, yep. Where is that drone? I know there was one there. It's not come up on the radar yet. It'll be a red dot if it does. Where are you, cheeky sod? It's my only way across there with water? Yep. Don't fall into the water. Over the water, over the water, over. Oh, you're heavy at the back end, I think. Yeah, just a bit. Spiders. But I want that Promethium. It's a much more refined fuel for the ship. Come on. Come on, you bucket. Cannot wait to make a better ship than this. Over this mountain and I'm gonna see him. I know it. There he is. Just see him over the horizon there. Did I miss something? Chopper, you wanna let me know something I've missed? Me? Nah. Nah. Oops. I must be in a radiation zone. Yeah, I reckon I am. To make this quick. folks, I'm going to call it once I get back to base. Do some grinding off camera, and then we'll get into continuing the rest of the storyline quest system that they've still got in place. So let me know if you decide you'd like to see this again. More than happy to do so. And stay tuned, because we're going to have Outer Worlds more than likely probably tomorrow or the day after. Just depends how things go, but it will be continuing episode 5 of the Outer Worlds, so keep an eye out for that. Don't forget to follow on Twitch and follow on Twitter, so you can keep up to date when video live streams go live. Oh god, this thing's heavy. Hold on. No, don't sink in the water. Don't you dare. Good vehicle. Yeah, it is. Yep. Alpha 10.6 at the moment. And also just another reminder, if anybody's a big Borderlands 3 fan, definitely check out Sharp Pet's videos. He's got some really interesting content. And bear with me a minute. And he's got some really good content in the way of builds, character builds, farming builds. He's got some great knowledge there, and I reckon if anybody loves Borderlands 3 as much as he does, you're gonna love it. So check him out. And home sweet home. Righto. Thanks for joining the stream tonight, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Take care, guys. See you again soon. Bye-bye.